guys, Matt from TOTALmtg here and welcome to Deck Tech Tuesday. So what have I got for you this week? It's a modern brew coming in at just $58. Mono Black Infect. So without further ado, let's take a look at the deck. So this modern Mono Black Infect brew only runs 12 creatures. They all have Infect. They are starting off with a 4 of Plague Stinger. It's the 1 and a black 1/1 flying Infect. Just a basic insect horror. But of course you don't have to do quite as much damage when you're doing Infect. Only 10 we need to get through, not the 20. The next creature is one of the most expensive creatures in the deck. It's a 4 of Phyrexian Crusaders. And why is it so expensive? Because it has First Strike, Protection from Red, no more bolts, Protection from White, Path to Exile, bye-bye. It's a 2/2 with Infect. Great card, and it's a must, and it's a 4 of in our deck. The only other 4 of creature we have is another Phyrexian, however you want to say it. Phyrexian Vat Mother. It's 2 double black, it's a horror. It's Infect, of course. It's a big 4/5. But the drawback with this is, at the beginning of your upkeep, we get a poison counter. Now, that might seem bad, but it's not so good, because we will hopefully do the damage of the Infect a lot quicker than we will be receiving it ourselves. I did play online this morning, and it was very funny when I played this deck. The opponent had a trading post out, kept making the 0/1 goats. So there was no way I could get the Infect through, and our Infect was slowly building up. But stupidly, he killed our creature anyway, and I think we managed to win the game. So that was quite a fun deck to play against. Go on to the spells now. We have 26 spells, and we will be making our opponent discard their hand. We don't want them to be playing anything. So we start off with a 2 of Blackmail. It's 1 black. Target player reveals 3 cards from their hand. We get to choose one of them and make them discard that. So they lose a card. We get to see a bit of their hand. If they give us 3 lands, they give us 3 lands. But Blackmail is in there of a 2 of. We also run 2 Raven's Crime. Target player discards a card. This is good. It also has Retrace, which means we can cast it from the graveyard. We have to pay the mana cost, but we discard a land. So if we get flooded with lands, hopefully we can still use the Raven's Crime and make them discard some more cards. So the next discard spell is Wrench Mind. Amazing art on this. It costs double black. It is a sorcery. Target players to discard 2 cards unless they discard an artifact. So it can be better than it is, but it is a very nice card and it works well on the deck as well. A 4 of is Funeral Charm. It only costs 1 black this. It is instant. We can instant speed make our opponent discard a card, or give a creature +2/-1, or give a creature Swamp Walk, which is very handy sometimes if opponent's playing black and you want to get through the bit of Infect. This is the way we can do it as well. Go on to some of the removal. We have a couple of Disfigure. Target creature gets -2 to end of turn. Hopefully good enough to kill a lot of good creatures in there. Goblin Guide, Snap, stuff like that. We run a 1 of a Doomblade. A couple of Grasp of Darkness as well. I did originally have Dismembers in there. If you want to put Dismembers in, you can. But the difference in price, you know, Dismembers cost a little bit more. And so I do like the Grasp in there. Not a great difference, but Grasp is good as well. And costs 1 less mana potentially. We won't really be wanting to take life because obviously there's a lot of fast decks out there. So we probably won't be wanting to take our life. So that's why I've put in this instead of the Dismembers. We also run 4 Victim of Night. Destroy target non-vampire, non-werewolf, non-zombie. Doesn't hit my most hated creature in the world, which is Prize Amalgam. But this is a very sweet card and will hit a lot of creatures as well. And a 1 of Hero's Downfall. Destroy target creature. Or a pesky little Planeswalker. So go on to the rest of the spells. Bit of card draw, Sign in Blood. Target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. Maybe we want to hit our opponent with this. It may be our last way, but we won't really be doing that because we're trying to get Infect damage in. But I remember playing one opponent that basically they were milling themselves. So I used Sign in Blood to do that. Very fun way of winning a game is using a Sign in Blood on your opponent, you must admit. But it does help us draw cards and it's nice. Also an extra card drawing spell is Underworld Connections. Enchantments are slightly bit harder to remove. It has pay 1 life and you draw a card. You attach it to one of your swamps. Really, really nice card. And it's, you know, you choose to it. A bit like Phyrexian Arena. Phyrexian Arena is a very expensive card and it's a very good card as well. But that is, you always have to. So at the beginning of it, you lose life, draw a card. At least with Underworld Connections, we get to make the choice. We do run a couple of artifacts. Runechanter's Pike. Cost 2, a quick creature has first strike, gets +X/+0, where X is the number of instant sorcery cards in our graveyard. Yeah, the equip cost is only 2. This can obviously be massive because we're all spells, just minimal creatures. And then we have a Lash Writhe. Cost 4, it's a living weapon, comes in attached to a 0/0 black germ, and gets +1/1 for each swamp you control. Now, we do have 17 swamps, so Lash Writhe could be anything and could be really big and very much of a problem for our opponent. Quickly have a look at the land. It's pretty basic. 4 Ghost Quarters. We need them to, there's a lot of annoying decks out there where we need to go maybe kill the man lands or anything like a Valakut, something like that. We have a 1 Rogue's Passage put in there just so we can get something through unblocked, get that last bit of infect damage in, and like I said, 17 swamps as well. 22 lands, seems like it'll be okay. We are a very low costing CMC deck, so this should be fine with 22 lands. So let's have a little look at the sideboard. We have 2 Itch Clawmeres. They nearly were in the main deck. In chat on Twitch, someone said we should play these, so I put a couple in the sideboard just as an extra couple of creatures. Couple of Torments Gripped. Like, if you want to put Relic in there, a bit more extra money, go for it. But this is, I'm trying to keep it as budget as we can. Torments Grip, exile cards from target player's graveyard for tapping. Really nice. More hand removal in 4 of Duress. We also run 2 Dispossess. Choose that all-important artifact, get it out of our opponent's deck. And a 1 of Lost Legacy as well, to maybe they get rid of some really hard creature. A couple more Grasp of Darkness and a Bile Blight. And then also a 1 of Pithing Needle that will help us against Planeswalkers. We are a little bit susceptible to them, but Pithing Needle just as a 1-off. No more, maybe you can put more in if you like, but we got it in there just as a 1-off. So guys, that's the deck for this week's Deck Tech. I really hope you enjoy it. Mono Black Infect, very fun. Different to the normal type of Infect, which hopefully will appeal to a lot of people. And being Mono Black as well, it does make it a little bit cheaper, which is what it's all about. Coming in at $58, those prices were taken from SCG at the time of making the video. We can basically just infect our opponent, discard all their hand, just make them play absolutely nothing. They might rage quit on you, but this is definitely a fun deck. If you've got any ideas for the deck, don't forget to leave it in the comments. I will meet you there for a chat as always. Anyway guys, if you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really does help. And pressing that subscription button, help me get to 3,000 subs, will really help the channel as well. Don't forget, we've also got videos coming this week. Friday will be Friday Night Magic gameplay. And Saturday will be the Commander video this week as well. If you don't follow me on Twitch and you want to see gameplay, I stream 7 times a week over there. So if you like a bit of Magic the Gathering gameplay, go and follow me on there as well. Anyway guys, you take care and I'll see you soon.